And it's Friday. That means that we are in the kitchen here, the Southern Union State Community College kitchen. It's Friday, and we're cooking up something just in time for the weekend. We're joined by April from Provisions Cheese and Wine Shop down in Wetumpka.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your place and what we're going to be cooking today.
We're a little unique. We're a family-owned business. We have a cheese store, but we also do charcuterie, wine by the glass, flights of wine. We do catering, so if you wanted to, cater a big party, we also do that.
And you're going to show us how to make one of these nice fancy boards you
Yeah.
have laid out. You have two beautiful assistants here that is going to help us. What do we have in this board?
So this one is our fall-inspired board. So you have a little bit of fall colors. It's a little bit sweeter. You have over here, which is a cranberry white cheddar. You have rosemary crackers. This one over here is a cranberry cinnamon goat log. Those are going to be a little bit sweeter. And then in the middle, that one's going to be a new ginger Gouda. So they all pair well. The basic thing is just to make sure you have a whole lot of color on your boards.
And they're going to show us how to kind of prep this board. What are the first few steps?
So here, basically you want to take your cheese and cut your cheese first. You're going to do those, then you're going to put your meats together, and then add accessories last.
Okay, show us a little bit how we're going to cut the cheese for this board. What kind of cheese are we looking at down on that end?
So you always want to have a mixture of different type of cheeses. You want a soft one, semi-hard, and a hard cheese. You want a good variety of cheeses. So the softer goat log is a garlic and herb goat log. That one you can leave whole, you can cut it in half. We tend to like to cut it in half and layer it on top of each other.
So she's cutting it in half right over here.
Mm-hmm. And then you'll just place those on the board however you want. The next one in the middle, that one is going to be Toma Province. So they're more herby style type cheeses. So this is out of California with their Point Reyes.
I'm assuming you educate people on all these cheeses at
Yes.
your shop.
We've definitely learned a lot since we opened this business. So you learn a lot of different types of cheeses and what goes well together and what doesn't.
What do you typically see with your customers? What do they come in usually looking for?
A lot of things. A lot of people come in for the wine, a lot of people come in for cheese, but they really want that experience to be able to either create their own or to have us do it for them. So we do it a couple different ways. Every week we have a feature board. That feature board is going to be pairings that we've put together ourselves. If people don't like what's on there, we call it a choose your own adventure. So that's where they can go and they can pick out their own products and we can plate it for them.
And this, you said, is fall inspired. How does the fall one vary, let's say, from one you would put together in the summertime?
So we did one for 4th of July that was all red, white, and blue. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to taste fall-y. You want to think about your colors. You want your colors to be different. You don't want everything that's going to be white.
Now she's putting together one of the harder parts, at least to me, when you're putting together one of these boards. What is she doing over here?
So this is actually fairly simple.
It always just looks so fancy, though, on the boards.
Exactly. So we put it together over here as well. So she's making a rose. So you basically take part of your salami, you fold it in half over top of your glass, and then you'll take another one and you'll just layer it until you get enough.
I was going to say, so when do you stop those layers? When it's completely filled?
It totally depends on how much you're wanting to do.
Okay.
This one over here is about 24 pieces of salami just for the rose. And then we're going to show how to do a ribbon, which we used for the stem.
Ooh.
So there's different ways that you can finagle your meats to look at. It just gives it a little more character for your board.
Now, do you all sell all the pieces?
We do.
So we could come to your shop, pick out all the pieces, go home with a bottle of wine, everything you need, and put it together ourselves?
Yes. So what we do is every time we make a board, we buy extra of that product, because the whole point for us doing the feature board is so people get used to trying new things. Sometimes people are scared to try new cheeses or try new wines. So we want them to try these things, and if they like them, they can buy them and take them home.
And she's slowly layering this rose. So then once she's done, how do you get it out of the glass?
That's the tricky part. You got to, upside down, and you got to make sure that it's stuck together.
See, I told you it wasn't as easy as I made it seem.
You just got to make sure you pull it out without having to, all the petals fall
I know, because I've tried it before.
Now, if you happen to, we like to use salami.
So she's pushing it in.
Yeah, so what she's doing is she's kind of heating up the fats that are in the salami to help it adhere to itself. And then she just pulls that straight off.
So pretty.
So that's the rose. You can kind of fan it out to make it look a little more blossomed.
And then you said you're going to show us how to do the ribbons a little.
Yeah, so this
on.
one, my best friend, Kate, she's our partner, she showed me how to do the ribbon. It's basically, did you ever make those little bracelets when you were a kid?
Yeah, so you fold over?
Yes, it's basically kind of the same concept. So what they're going to do is they're going to take each piece and they're going to fold them in
over
half.
here a little bit now.
So they're going to layer them on top of each other. So the bottom layer they're going to fold over, and then they're going to add another layer, and then they're going to fold the other side. And they're going to keep going until they're completely done. So we like to do that one just to kind of make it look like the stem of the rose.
So pretty.
Yeah, it gives it.
Yeah, I see. So you have the flower here, and it's kind of fanning out, almost like a stem.
Yep, and then we usually buy, some flowers, and we'll use the petals to make it look like the, the leaves and everything
just
off
folding
of that.
away over here.
Yeah, they're really good at what they do. I used to do all the boards, and now I kind of hand it off to the kids.
I can tell they know what they're doing. About how do you decide with this too? You just kind of wait until it looks the way you want it to?
Yeah, usually our feature board has about 24 pieces of salami that are on it. We did a little extra today because we knew we would have a little bit bigger people to feed. So this we just do until we're done with that whole row.
All right, well, I'm excited. You all are going to show us how to put this together and make it look really nice for a party or whoever we're entertaining. So we'll be joining you a little bit later on right here in the kitchen, April. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And coming up,